Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the tavern. I didn't turn the light on over here. Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. I am. It's been quite the long day, but it's been a good day. There we go. Hopefully the music's down just a lot better for you guys there. Let's make sure the volume goes down to a good spot, and then we'll turn the volume down on the phone here. Oh man. Make sure the volume goes down to a good spot. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. If the music's still too loud, somebody just tell me and let me know. I'll keep an eye on the chat. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Give me just a second. We get the rest of our stuff together. The blue one. So, today is a day that we haven't had in a long time. More or less because I feel really fucking tired for some reason. I don't know why. But, it's a fun day for the simple fact of it being also Fireball Friday, guys. So, I have some Fireball here. We have a little bit left. We have like a quarter of a pint. And I plan on finishing that on here with you guys. So, we got like this much. There's a decent amount in here, I think. But we're going to be working on getting through that with you guys for a Fireball Friday. So tune in. I'm not doing any special occasion stuff. It's not if you do this or that and we do the thing. I'm just going to take random shots throughout the day and just kind of enjoy it. Kenny wants me to do one day where we just drink Fireball for like the entire stream. So we might do that in the near future. Just buy some Fireball and do a true Fireball Friday where we just do nothing. We just drink Fireball the whole stream. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for watching. Remember, guys, this is all for you guys. So, cheers. For everyone who subbed between the last live video and this one, you guys are absolutely magnificent and amazing. I want to thank you guys for that because this channel would not be booming, and growing if it wasn't for you guys. So, I really do appreciate that. But cheers. Also, I'm going to go out and say I'm sorry. This stream should have been up a while ago. I should have even started streaming probably. I got off work at 4. I've been off for 4.5 hours. I have been so wore out today, guys. Michael says, "What's up, Justin? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday." We may have somebody drop in for conversation here in a little bit. I'm not sure yet, but at the moment we're just chilling and hanging out. I don't think that did what I wanted to do. That's okay. General. Okay, everything's good there. Everything's good there. This one over here is doing solid. Our new short is up, guys. Check that. Also, kind of later than I wanted it to go. I should have made it before we went over there, just for the simple fact of I could have posted it before we went, but I was negligent and I procrastinated so much today. I could have been live already. The live could have probably been done. Video should have been up, you know, but I procrastinate. And for anybody that doesn't know me, I procrastinate hard. I don't always do it, but when I do, man, it's what's his name? I don't always drink, but when I do, I drink Miller Lite. But man, I just feel like so today's live. It's 8:30. I don't know how long we're gonna be live. Minimum an hour, as usual. But I'm about positive. As soon as this live stream is over, my bald ass head is gonna go hit my pillows and go straight to motherfucking sleep. We're gonna be lucky if my clothes make it off before I leave this room, and I'm just gonna go across the bed and just boom. I don't know why I'm so tired. I slept really good last night, but man, I just feel so tired. And I mean, I've been getting a lot done at work too because we're working on certifications. It takes forever. But next week I close all week, so that's going to be terrible. Hopefully, he said he was going to change some of them. I didn't notice any of them changed yet.
It's all about humanity.
See if any of them got changed for the worse. It can't be much worse. I closed every day. Nope, he didn't change mine yet. Yeah.
Huh?
everybody and Mama Yuki. Could you make sure that the truck is locked? Thank you. So we live in a really awesome little small neighborhood, man, and we don't necessarily have to worry about locking our doors, locking the house up, nothing like that. And I'm glad for that. You know, if we're home, we don't have to worry about being locked in here. So, I always make fun of her because she'll leave her key in the door when she comes in. And guys, this is how I'm tired. I'm telling you how tired I am. So, I cut off, coming home from her grandparents' house, I cut off traffic in a yellow light because the light turned green for them, but yellow for me. But they sat there, so I went. Faster pedal. You know, I was ready to get home. We came home, and I opened the door, and I left my fucking keys in the damn door. And that's probably the first, if maybe second time I've ever done that. That shit was just funny. But we live in a nice place where we're able to kind of, we shouldn't, but we can do that kind of thing because we're safe, you know. And I live around a bunch of older people, so it's not like they're running around being rampant and crazy, so it's always good. Why did this go away? This phone, I am absolutely ready to upgrade, guys. Come on. There we go. It just like closed all my apps for some reason. Like, we're just sitting here and all the apps went. Oh man, that tickled. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I know my review is gonna be really, really good. I hope it's gonna be another off-brand, another craft sour. I do have some really interesting and awesome news that I'm super excited about that I was told about today. And for those that don't know, I work at a Walmart. I am a manager over an auto care center. But our beverage wall, our booze wall, is resetting on next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So there's going to be a ton of new drinks. I looked and checked out the palette that they have made up already of some of the drinks that are on there. And guys, it's going to be so cool. So cool. So I'm excited for that. See what we're going to get next week as far as booze. And for us to do reviews with. I'm telling you guys, that's what I always tell everybody, because there's a lot of people out there. It's like, oh man, are you ever going to hit a point where you've reviewed everything? No. Genuinely, I doubt that would ever become a thing. And if it ever did become a thing, I'm top of YouTube. I'm going to be the pinnacle of YouTube. To be able to say I tried every single booze in existence would be crazy. So, I'd be a top streamer. I'd be the top YouTuber in the world if I did that. So, it's crazy to think about, but no, I don't think I'll ever hit a point in my life where I can say that I've tried everything out. Period. Because I mean, I look at life like RuneScape, you know, and anybody that's never played RuneScape, pretty much you can get capes for completing things, which take a lot of time. But you can get a completionist cape, or you can get a... They're the two of the biggest ones, the completionist cape and the quest cape. That's the two biggest capes for the simple fact that you can lose both of them every time a new quest is open. So that means once you complete all your quests, you get the quest cape. Once you get all the quests and all your skills to 99, you get a completionist cape. Alright? If they release a new skill or a new quest, you lose your completionist cape. If you get a new quest, then you lose your quest cape until you beat said quest. So that's how I look at life the exact same way. And when I go to buy booze, there's no matter how many times or how much I try to try all of them or do this or do that, somebody's always releasing something new. Somebody's always putting something out there for everybody out there to watch or try or drink. Nobody foresaw Monster releasing booze. That was a curveball. Nobody expected the Bojangles hard tea, right? Fucking curveball. Stuff like that, just, you never know what a company is working on until they release it, you know? So, who knows? And there's such a wide variety of things out there where these companies could literally just piggyback off each other and just keep looping and keep creating limited releases, limited editions. You know, I got plenty of bottles where I bought them and they're limited release, but they'll be back next year. But I can only buy it for a small amount of time. You know, same thing with Pretty Lady. She has her favorite Bold Rocks, but she's not going to be able to buy those again until winter. So that's going to keep her trying the different Bold Rocks with me as we do this seasonally. And it's going to be the same thing next year because she's going to be excited to try that cranberry again. But it might be different. It's seasonally made. It's not like they got a stockpile of it and they're like, oh, we'll just release it when time comes. They make it to order or they make it to the season. So next year's batch might be worse. It might be better. You never know. So, I just feel like it's one of those things that really drastically is in comparison to RuneScape is no matter where you get, there's always going to be another level. And then another level. And if you think you hit that top level, there's going to be another one unlocked later. You may be at the top for now, but eventually something else is going to open up. And you're going to have to try to beat that. And then beat the next. And then the next. You know, it's just one of those things that kind of keep you pushing forward as a human. Shit's crazy. I'm sleepy, guys. Not going to lie to you. I'm really hoping this booze wakes me up a little bit. Or y'all. You know what I'm saying? What's up, cuz? I gotta turn you up. I barely heard you groan. Okay, we're gonna turn you up there. I'm doing this thing because Kenny yelled at me last time because I did it wrong. I have to turn down the music, but not I should be able to hear you a lot better. What you doing?
About to make food, bro. That's why I might switch mics.
Food. I heated up some shit because as soon as we got here, I was like, I gotta start streaming. Because if I don't, then it's gonna be forever. But ultimately, I procrastinated myself into 8:30.
Not too bad.
Yeah, time just seems to like really escape. I was playing some more of the Doom games, so the time just kind of like disappeared.
Yeah.
If I don't,
Been on
it's gonna be
Clash
forever.
Royale.
But
Very true.
Not too bad.
Alright, they can hear you.
The brother about to drink. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, what you gonna drink?
What am I gonna drink? You want me to show you something? Yeah? You want me to whip it out for you? Yeah? You want me to show you something? Yeah, I'll post a picture.
Guys, if you're also ever curious on if you want to hang out and chat while we're streaming, the Discord is the best place to be. But the chat channel we're in, only me and Kenny's able to get into this channel. you got to be a part of the secret society to get into this one.
You gotta be part of the Cool Kids Club, also known as the...
So, speaking of which, we had to have a conversation at work today because of that. there was a guy that we were sitting there talking and shit, and about our Spirit Week or whatever, and he was talking about costumes and shit because we had a throwback to the 80s, we got a throwback to the 90s and shit like that coming up the next few days. And he's like, if you're ever ready to leave your store, you're ready to quit, he said, I got something for you. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm always ready to quit for better money, you know, just being jokefully. And he's like, yeah, you want me to tell you what I got that you can do? He said, you can even have it. He said, I'll give you my old uniform, and you can wear that to work. Talking about the Cool Kids Club.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, my old original KKK outfit. And I was
Jesus.
like, what did you just say to me, like, out loud? And he said it again like I didn't hear him. So I had to obviously pull him in the fucking office. And he seemed genuinely shocked that I was upset with him and why he was in trouble.
Well, you have to look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to think you're more approachable to those type of people.
Yeah,
it's just cool. It is what it is. Like somebody like that isn't necessarily. I mean, they probably will tell me about it, but they're not just gonna flat out be like, "Oh yeah, I was in the Klan." To me. Yeah,
it was so drastically put in there. I wasn't ready. It shook me. I was shot to the side. Doc Wilson coming in through Super Chat with the $5. I appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a good night.
I think old Toto gonna have pork tomorrow.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Time to start fat. I'm gonna get fasting.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see what the Kenny 3D put in drink wrecks. Oh, the frozen ones.
Yeah, you ain't seen them.
I got, hang on, I'll go get the one that I got. I don't know if you have the stream.
Okay. You ain't gonna squirt it in your mouth?
No. So, the one I got is called Dailies. And
yeah.
This is the wild berry margarita one. As frozen as frozen get.
Yeah. They solid.
I've done a couple of them for a review. This one's been in there for a minute. Yeah. I don't even know if this has a Best Buy date on it.
I mean, it's frozen, so probably not.
And it's wine. It's not like regular malt beverage. So a malt beverage usually has a Best Buy date, but wine doesn't. And for anybody that's curious on why that is, if you store wine at an angle at which the wine still touches the cork for aeration, wine will continuously age throughout its entire life. No matter if it's in a bottle or barrel or whatever it's in, it will continuously age. Unlike whiskey, vodka, or anything else like that, it stops aging once it comes out the barrel. That's why wine gets real expensive depending on its age, because it could be hundreds of years old.
Ah, yes. Nice fine cuisine.
Cuisine. It sounds like a good dinner, you know.
Yes. Some noodles.
I still haven't tried the breakfast one yet. It's sitting over there. I haven't been hungry enough to try it.
Hungry enough.
Because it doesn't. It's not like regular ramen. Okay. It says artificially flavored with maple syrup, pancakes, sausage, and eggs. So that means to me that there's not chunks of like eggs and pancake and sausage in this.
Nah.
like they do like the shrimp cups. So it makes me really wonder what's shaking in here.
The good stuff.
But it says Best Buy January 9th of next year, so I got a little bit of time to work with and build it up to try it. One of the guys at work said it took him 3 days to get the smell out of his microwave. The other fun thing, you want to know? You know how much sodium is in this? 1,020 milligrams.
Man, dude, it's bulk season. That's what I'm talking about.
54 grams of carbs, 10 sugars, plus an 18% of added sugars, and then 380 calories.
Speaking of we have we got some funny news. The leader of the KKK just died 25 minutes ago.
Really?
Ironic enough.
Ironic. That's crazy.
Yeah, Thomas Robb died at the age of 77.
Yeah.
Well, leader slash owner slash founder. I'm just gonna assume.
Probably a little bit of everything there.
Probably all the above. You know, I think kind of comes with that.
That's crazy that whole thing happened today in that conversation, and then he died today.
Well, like I said, happens more often than not that we talk about something and about an hour or so later, within 48 hours, something related happens.
And that's a very crazy thing that's happened throughout our entire lives, chat. And it's not like it's something crazy, but even say me and Pretty Lady went on vacation to Gatlinburg. The week we left, there was a murder and a forest fire right next to where we were staying. And then we went to Boone, and we went to Mystery Hill, or right around Mystery Hill area, and the Blue Ridge Parkway. And then there was a fire there right after we left the next day. And then the last time we was in Gatlinburg, the ice wall in the Titanic, which we had just left, fell and hurt somebody.
Ice wall, you say?
Yeah, so there's this big Titanic replica in Gatlinburg that you can walk through, and it's a museum of the Titanic, and you're pretty much a character. You're a person that was on the ship when it sank, and it tells you the story, and you get to kind of follow the person's life. And then
cool.
In one of the rooms, because the inside of this looks like a full-ass ship, so you go inside, you're up the big grand staircase, and you walk around, you see stuff they pulled from the water, all this other shit, and they got this weird room that you can go into, and it's got water at the correct temperature that it was when the ship sank, that you can kind of like put your arm in and shit like that and feel it. And then right next to it is a glacier wall that's actual ice. It's a solid block of ice. And that fell off the wall onto somebody.
Jesus. Well.
Money, money, money.
Yes, sir. Hey, shit. If that shit falls on me, that ain't Titanic. That's Totanic.
Changing the name.
Best believe.
We're gonna unbury that bitch and put up my name on the side of the motherfucker.
Yeah, tow that bitch out of that building. Move that shit down here.
Well, the ship is the building.
Okay, well, hook it,
like,
hook it.
Google a picture of it. It is literally the Titanic. It is a massive Titanic museum. It is the Titanic that you walk into.
I think I've seen it in a YouTube video.
Yeah,
I don't want to get free promo, but I've seen it in a YouTube video.
Shit's crazy. It's pretty cool. I had somebody ask me once why they couldn't post links in my Discord to their own channels. It's crazy.
Well, it's like,
I wouldn't mind so much if I had something to help them with. I'm still a small channel. If you post a link in my channel, you're not gonna get. You might get one view. That, and you might be posting fishing links. I don't need that.
I mean, you gotta think, like, as close as we are, I've never done that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I don't even post them in yours.
yeah, and it's like, you know, I don't care and they don't care. Like, I mean, we're all sub to you anyway, so.
They all get the same notification at the same time.
Yeah. Like, 6ix9ine's girlfriend, George's fucking girlfriend, the chick that I'm, you know, whatever with.
I'm telling you guys,
Whatever.
they get with these ladies for me so they can give me subs. That's what it is. Especially Jorge Masvidal and 66. They just rotate them out so I can get subs.
True. One sub at a time.
I got that one sub at a time.
To let these dudes out. Bitches, bottom bitch.
You can't be the top bitch. You gotta be the bottom bitch.
Eat this and squirt some fucking cold shit in my mouth.
What flavors did you get? I can't see them from all the way at the bar.
I got all of them but lime because I just think
Yeah.
frozen lime.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, frozen lime one. I'm like, so I grabbed the other three. It's tropical hurricane, which again I'm just gonna assume is like citrusy shit.
Yeah.
Pina colada. We all know what that is. And strawberry daiquiri. I mean,
Yeah. Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Curious about the tropical one. I mean, the pina colada and the strawberry daiquiri. That's what they're gonna be. The tropical ones are usually throw you for a fucking loop.
Yeah, because it's like tropical's very broad.
Yeah.
Because it's like tropical. Is that Jamaica? Is that Cambodia? Is that Philippines?
Yeah.
Africa? Like where are we at tropical?
Is it the Mississippi River? You know.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
don't fucking know.
Tropical. It's like oh yeah, we're going to the beach, and then it's just a big lake. Like, you know
Been there, done that.
yeah.
Or we was there was one summer, guys, where they were like, we're gonna go to the beach and it's gonna be awesome and all this other shit. Which me and Kenny, we're not the smartest people, but when we leave our house and we go a certain direction, the beach is the other direction. Like we know where the beach is. You go right across our state and it takes you to the beach. You go left across our state, it takes you to the fucking mountains. And they're like, we're going to the beach, and we start heading to the mountains. This is wrong. I don't know if you guys know how to do geographical locations or not. But apparently, at the time, this is before we kind of knew what it was called Brown Mountain Beach.
I mean, I wasn't mad at it. It was just not what I expected.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. It's a nice little place.
Yeah, when you tell me beach, I'm like, oh, okay, beach.
Yeah, we're going to sand, ocean. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then we ended up staying not too far up the road from Brown Mountain, which is Wilson's Creek. And we were at a cabin off of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And even there's a sign up there that says Brown Mountain Beach ahead. And that shit's fucking... That still today blows my mind. Because there's not even a beach. There's not one part of it that has sand. It's a river down a mountain with a steep slope of rock to go down to even get to the water.
Man.
Me and Kenny decided to get in there one year. It was just before I think I enlisted. I think it was right before I enlisted, or it had to have been then because Germany was after the summer. So right before I enlisted, my uncle took us to Brown Mountain. It was like March? I think it was March. And I don't know if you guys know how cold the mountains are in March, but water works the same way. It's still really cold. And mountain water at that is colder than regular cold water. And so we're like, we're going to get in the water anyway. Bad idea. That was a terrible idea. We were purple before we were 10 feet in.
Oh.
But we were already at the middle where the rock was. So there was no point in us turning around. We might as well got off right there. We got there. We got out of the water, sat on that rock. And it took us a solid while before we decided to get back in the water to get back across this little river. Because it was just no other way. You couldn't just walk around it. So we had to get back in the water to come back anyway. But it was a matter of intuition and if we wanted to die or not going back.
It was cold. It was like, what, April or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck was it that cold? It was crazy cold.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we shivered all the way home. And that was an hour drive.
Bro, I swear, I had chest pain, like, up until the next day. I mean, it was cold as fuck.
I had never been in such fucking cold water in my entire life.
Yeah, that was the coldest water I've ever been in. Easily. That's why, like, once I've been in it, I'm like, dude, like, water rafting, and I see people go in the water now, I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Because, like in your head, you think water, and you just think room temperature, but no, that water is, like, ice fucking cold.
And so water temperature is weird, so a lot of things it's hot. You can tell that it's hot by looking at it. You can look at water and tell water is hot. You can look at metal and see metal is hot. But you can't necessarily look at metal and tell it's cold. You can't look at water and tell it's cold unless it's frozen.
Yeah.
There's
Especially
no
when
like
it's
distinctiveness.
Yeah, the water's flowing, so you guess it's like, oh, it's like a decent temperature. No.
And everybody always tells you growing up that as long as water moving, there's current and there's flow. That standstill water is cold because it's not moving. No, that's a lie. Water could be flowing like a rapid and still fucking turn you purple.
Yeah, I mean, holy shit, that was.
Whew. I know what not time, but again, ever since then, cold water does not bother me much at all anymore.
Yeah, because you've seen the coldest.
My body met its match and limit.
That's what happens to the Saiyans. They overcome and adapt.
Yep, guess it's time we go back through and find something colder.
Yeah, you must find new enemies. The coldest temperature in the entire universe is here, and it was only like 150, well, negative 150. No, and then the hottest is like, you know, an infinite, ridiculous number.
Yeah, because of the sun and shit.
'Cause you can get infinitely hot, but cold, I think they said it's only 150. That's as
because
low
you
as
can't
it
get
ever
too
go.
much colder because at a certain point, cold is just solid. It turns into a solid. A liquid can continuously get hot until it essentially evaporates. But it's still going to be hot even through evaporation because evaporation is called humidity. And humidity is still moisture in the air of which heat will still bring through. So it's just a fucking circle of life.
That's what I like.
Cold can't make it rain.
True.
That's why you have these random fucking storms in the spring and the summer and early fall. You don't have random winter storms.
Yeah, and if you think for 2 seconds, when does it rain in Russia? Never.
It just snows.
Yeah, it snows. It's not gonna rain in fucking the North Pole. It's not gonna rain in Antarctica.
It was there was something else that I seen the other day. It's where I think they said it was hurricanes or something cannot cross the what's the fucking the equator because the temperature mass.
Dude, I'm surprised that reminds me. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a tornado or a hurricane that's went over like a volcano.
That would be insane.
That would be like the craziest pictures ever.
Could you imagine the iconic point of which, like, a hurricane or tornado passes over top of a actively erupting volcano?
That'd be the most insane, insane picture. Like, holy shit.
It's like, that would literally be the epitome of a fire vortex, because the oxygen inside of the hurricane or tornado would currently and continuously create oxygen for the fire to continuously move with it, especially if it's a tornado, because a tornado has no water in it. It's just wind. So there would be nothing to choke out the flame because of all the oxygen.
Mm-hmm. To my knowledge, I don't think it's ever happened, so I don't know what people are gonna expect. Wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, I'd hate to be the first guy chasing that.
Yeah, well, lucky for me, I don't live near a volcano, nor do I want to.
Yeah.
So
That's the cool thing, but crazy thing too, because they say even if the volcanoes at Yellowstone, if they were to erupt, we would get ash here.
Yellowstone, that was that dog shit show I was trying to think of the other day. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the new Western shows.
Yeah. Let me put that.
Bro, I'd much rather just fucking watch Bonanza again.
Bonanza.
I could probably recite majority of them fucking Western shows. That's all David and anybody that was of that generation. Well, every time I went to somebody's house, fucking Gunsmoke, Bonanza. Whether it be Granny's, your pops, David, Pop, Grandpa, you know, everybody had fucking some sort of Western on. Always. And heaven forbid you change the channel.
Yeah, literally.
Same with those the music stations that your pops plays. It's like this radio station we used to have in the shop, an old radio where we kind of wired the antenna up the wall. It was like their ad before they played a song was 10 whatever the station was, and it said you never know what you're gonna hear next. And we'd listen to that station so many times I could put my paycheck and tell you what fucking song was gonna play next. Shit doesn't change. It's all fucking recorded and scripted in there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You missed it earlier. I don't know if you was watching in the beginning of my stream, but I referenced my drinking channel to RuneScape.
Oh no, I got out of the shower like right as soon as I joined.
Yeah, so pretty much I put it as I explained the completionist cape and I explained the quest cape. And I was like, because a lot of people always ask me if I ever think I'm going to run out of booze to review. And I was like, if that ever happens, I'm going to be the top dog on fucking YouTube. Like, there's just no way. So I was like, I look at booze as my quest cape for my completionist thing, because as soon as I finish a quest, when RuneScape releases another, I lose my cape. So that's essentially the same thing with a review channel. There's always something new to be reviewed. So as soon as you think you've reviewed everything, nope, they drop something else on you. And then you lose the cape again.
Yeah.
Which, for anybody that's curious, I am very close to getting the quest cape on old school, but I haven't played in like 2 years. So guess what? I'm probably not close anymore. That and they adding that new skill and shit in.
Yeah, and they banned Odablock from the game because there was some controversy there. Ooh, drama.
I seen Kai got banned from Twitch.
Yeah, man. Hey, is what it is.
For showing shoes.
Nah, it was more than that. They were just trying to push this narrative that, like, oh, he's just ungrateful and they didn't like it. Because Twitch sent him those dog shit sissy boy shoes, and then a couple weeks later, Kick sends him some shoes that were actually good looking.
Yeah.
And then the next day, he got banned. So people just found it like pretty ironic.
Yeah, they were just upset that he didn't like theirs better.
They were, you know, I can't say the word, but they're not shoes I would wear.
Yeah.
Or you would wear, or anybody. I don't think. Nobody is gonna wear them. They're ugly as shit.
And if you come to the point where like somebody made your company $15-20 million, and you only give them $2 million
In a month.
I would-
1 month.
I would leave.
Yeah, he should have done Ben left. I'm like, dude, all you boys are going to Kick. Like,
Yeah, like, bro, could you imagine if I brought you, say, randomly, I brought you $20 million, and you're like, here, thank you, here's your $2 million back, thank you. You're like, well, what the fuck is this shit?
yeah, no, that don't sit right.
Yeah. Even on YouTube, you get 70%. Like, come on. Doc says, "How you doing, guys? I'm doing pretty good." Kenny's slurping on some alcoholic ice cream.
I'm trying to like get it not as frozen.
I'm drinking on Miller. I guess I need to take a shot of Fireball since it is Fireball Friday. I told him your idea too, Kenny. I said you wanted me to do a Fireball Friday where I just drink a whole like fifth of Fireball.
Oh nah, fuck that. I'm just saying like.
Or like the whole stream, but I mean, if you drink that much, I mean, it's only 33%, so it's not like you're drinking like a lot, but
Yeah, but it's rough, man.
it just gets
rough.
so syrupy. Honestly, I think the best way to drink Fireball is getting it as cold as you can get it before it's frozen. That's when it's like perfect. Baby bladder.
Oh yeah. Nice. The tropical hurricane. Those cocktails natural flavors. 36 grams of sugar. Holy shit.
So, also, Kenny, they added more stuff into Minecraft for the Switch. So she asked me the other day, she was asking me about villagers, right? And I was like, yeah, villagers are nice. You can trade with them and shit, get different things. So she said, well, I built up to a tower after you told me that. And I was like, what are you talking about, a tower? So apparently they added towers. And in these towers are kind of like monks, but they attack you.
Ooh, naughty boys.
Yeah, it's like naughty monks. It's like the monk version of a pope. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because she was like, I was mad at you at first. And I was like, I didn't do anything. I just answered your question. The monks are nice. You give them little green gems and they give you items. They're nice.
Yeah,
They're annoying.
I quit way before that. Like, before emeralds were a thing, all that. I quit so long ago.
Yeah. I think the version that she's on now has the complete end. You know, where you can beat the game. Not just like the dragon, but like the whole thing. Because I think the newest thing that was on Minecraft console that when me and Kenny played last was the enchantment table.
Yeah.
And they had the Slenderman, the Enderman. But other than that, that was the last big updates I remember. There's horses on there now. You get like horse saddles and shit. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself on new style Minecraft. They got all these luxuries we didn't have back in the day. Back when we first started playing, if you didn't have a PC, you were playing a very generic Minecraft.
Yeah.
Blocks.
They're like their version of Diablo. They're like Minecraft Diablo clone or whatever. It's out, but people say just wait until it's on sale.
I'm ready for not next weekend, but the next, so I can hit that level 20. Will I have to, since you played during both sides of the beta, does it save your character in beta?
I don't know.
I'd hate to have to restart and hit level 20 again. Because I was level 16. I was 4 away. I tried my best, guys. Kenny can tell you, I am terrible when it comes to open world games. He hates playing them with me because I get so distracted doing stuff that I shouldn't even be doing. I'm trying to find new cool shit, but when I should be on this other path that is like 3 fucking sections away.
Yeah, especially in a beta where it doesn't matter and it's going to go away anyway.
Yeah. But me, my brain's like, ooh, chest, ooh, this road, ooh, this quest, ooh, this. And it's hard. It's difficult for me. But that's why I'm really excited about Diablo. I wasn't even sure I was going to buy it. I heard a lot of bad things about it. And I think this was one of the first Diablos since probably Diablo 1 where Kenny played it before me.
And the story is actually good.
I had somebody argue with me that Diablo didn't have a good story. And I didn't even argue back. That's how wrong I knew they were. And that's the only reason why I played Diablo Immortal. And that's going to be the only game that I tell you guys is ass, is Diablo Immortal. But it is worth playing Diablo Immortal for the storyline pickup leading up between Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Or no, Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Diablo 1 runs into Diablo 2 and then jumps into Diablo 3. But Diablo Immortal is like a prequel that ties 2 and 3 together. Essentially. And then 3 leads into 4 from what I'm hoping. I didn't read or listen to any of the story quest when I did Diablo 4. I skipped everything because I didn't want to know. I don't want to know until I can fully know.
Oh, it's good.
The game mechanics are nice. It's smooth. It's the first Diablo I've been able to play on PC compared to PlayStation, so that was really good and different. But I don't know. It's gonna consume me again, though. That's for sure. The only thing that I'm curious on what they're gonna do at the end of this Diablo is in-game content for continuous gameplay, which, if I'm leaving into any of the other the MMORPGs that are out now, it's not going to be much. Especially if they follow the same line as Diablo 3, where you can just continuously play the same storyline over and over. It gets boring after a while.
Well, this is like a legitimate. This is basically MMO because I mean, there's other people running around. It's open world. I mean, this is an MMO.
Yeah, 100%. It's
I mean,
like Elder Scrolls Online, but Diablo.
I mean, this is literally Lost Ark,
Yeah.
but less fucking menu simulator.
But, guys, I'm going to throw you for a loop here. And I think Kenny thought I was lying, too. But I think this is going to be the first Diablo game where I'm not going to main a barbarian. I think I'm going to play a different character. I was thinking Necro, or I haven't decided. I might go Rogue, or I might go Necromancer. I haven't decided.
Everybody's liking it. The Necro's new and everybody likes it, so I mean.
Yeah. So when I've done my playthrough for the beta as the barbarian, usually it's a tanky character, does really good. No, I'm not tanky. He's not tanky at all. He hits decent, but his tank, they lost the tank vibes. and they do the pinwheel tree, and there's just so much you can't unlock. I mean, even as a barbarian, I can summon monsters as companions. So why not just be a necromancer that specializes in summoning anyway, and get damage boosts from it? Because the barbarian's interesting on this one, Kenny. It's the first barbarian that I don't know which character you played through as, but the barbarian,
sorcerer.
The barbarian allows you to transform also. So like, if I wanted to buy the characteristic to transform into a werewolf or a wolf, that's what I could buy. I can go that path. So, I don't know. It's just weird. There's a lot in it.
Put this on a glass.
Get you a Slurpee and an umbrella. Guys, remember, if you're new, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Let me know you sub. We are at 2390. I haven't refreshed in a while, but we are 10 away from hitting that 2400 mark. Usually we do a big boost right around the end. Yep, 2391 now. I don't know what it is, but it's like as soon as we get close to that next 100, it just like, boom, 30 subs in like a day. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not mad at it, but this is just weird. So I'm assuming we will have, what's today? Friday. Definitely well before Monday. For Miller Monday, we'll be over 2,400, bringing us 1,600 away from our goal, guys. 16. Guy McGee says, can't really leave around this stream, but I just want to wish you a good evening. Know it's been a long week for me, and I'm glad to be celebrating the end of it. Same. This work week has been long, but I appreciate you dropping in and saying what's up. It means a lot. Hope you're having a great day. This week, like Kenny said, true. Also, I think this is a long week for everybody.
Should drag monkey nuts. My God.
It just seemed like it wasn't ending. It just kept moving and kept going. It's like I still got 2 more days until my Friday, so not all of us can be as good as Kenny, and our Friday start tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Toto works 5 days in a row, so you get what you get.
I work 5 days in a row.
Some days you work 10 days in a row.
Yeah.
So sometimes.
Sometimes I work more than that. Sometimes I work less. Actually, guys, I work 365 days a year for you guys. I don't miss a day.
True.
I'm more committed to this YouTube channel than to my actual job.
I remember the one day that you about missed the upload, you were like, fucking panic about it. You were like in the middle of bum-ass nowhere trying to upload.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fucking just reach. I just needed like 1 bar of signal to get it out.
I tried to call you. I was like, you ain't uploaded yet today.
Where was we? I think that was when I was in Kentucky.
Yeah, probably.
And I just had no signal. None. And it was so late, and I was still trying to get the video to upload. Man, it was rough.
Yeah, it was late. How many ounces is this?
But I also think YouTube has this thing. I've never really used it, but so what I want to try to do before I go on vacations and stuff, just in case, I can have pre-uploaded video releases. So I can upload them all to YouTube and then have them released when I want. Like they're already there. It's just clicking show for view. Because I really doubt, I don't know how good my signal's going to be in September when we go to the Rock Fest. But I'm going to try to stream while we're there. the lineups look really fucking dope. Oh, fucking course, though, Kenny. I know this is going to go with. I'm going to go see Tech 9. He's going to be there. Hollywood Undead, I'm hoping is supposed to still be there.
Oh, God.
I definitely got to go see them motherfuckers. There's a ton of artists. Pantera, I want to go see Pantera. System of a Down is going to be there. I want to go see them. There's 160 different artists, and it is from a Wednesday to a Monday. So it's going to be crazy. It's expensive, but it's crazy.
Well, yeah, I kind of expected.
I mean, it's not as expensive as expensive for like a one-time purchase. But if you was to add it up and be like, hey, I'm gonna go see all these concerts, in comparison, it's cheap because you're like a $5 a show type deal.
Yeah. It's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna not drink that much while I'm there, and except for like in the evening. So going show to show, seeing the different bands, I'm gonna be sober. Just because this is my first like big concert, for one. Two, I don't like crowds and I don't like people, so I don't need to be drunk Justin in crowds and around a bunch of people. So I will only drink when we're back at the campsite. I just don't feel like it'll be safe for me or others if I'm drunk in a crowd and if somebody bumps into me or hits me. Because drunk Justin's gonna be like, oh, you hit me? Well, we're gonna fucking have fun then.
Well, time for the mosh pit, brother.
Yeah. Pretty lady likes those. I'll stick to myself. Who knows? I might end up in there. Maybe not, but I might.
Well, you kind of know what to expect. It's like, okay, well, somebody's gonna definitely hit me in the face.
Yeah. So that's my biggest thing. I don't mind getting hit and bumped into, but my face.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
My face is my trigger button. So it's the only reason why I won't do a mosh pit. Even if it's, I understand why I'm the most understanding person. Like, I get it. I just don't like it. Ain't nothing else I can do about it. It's a trigger. It's like getting punched in the jaw and going blackout. Yeah, that's about how I feel, like just getting touched in the face.
Touched on the face and smacked on the ass.
Yeah. And then they put the dresses on now.
Yes, sir, the dress.
We've been live for an hour, Kenny, and I haven't drank a whole beer, and I haven't drank more than 2 shots.
Damn, dude.
Usually, guy, if you're new, by now we've already had like 6 beers, several shots. I've had, this one's still half full.
Yeah, you haven't pissed quite as much.
Yeah, I pissed once. And it wasn't even like a true piss.
Man, you better get to pissing.
Get the bus. So a lot of times, Kenny knows my secrets. If we are dead and we are empty on this live stream, and I say, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go bathroom. I go talk to Pretty Lady. I don't go bathroom. There's only so much wall conversation I can have.
I know so many streamers that do it. Like, it is what it is. Like, they have people in their life, you know, you can talk to them for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're, like, if you stream full time, like you stream 8-10 hours a day, yeah, probably in your best interest to go talk to another human.
And a lot of it, too, is like, so, say next week I work 11 to 8 every day. Pretty Lady works from 6 a.m. to 4 or 6 to 3 every day. I go in at maybe 11, 1, somewhere in there. I don't get off until 10 or 8. So if I'm coming home from a long shift and go straight to streaming, which, guys, I can't even count how many times where I've came home straight from work and into a stream in my work clothes streaming. I just change my top shirt, or I'll change my hat. That's all I change. Or I'll be in my work pants. If you see work blue pants, that means I just come home from fucking work. But I have to go say hey to her, and it's rude for me not to. I mean, even though we live together, a lot of people do that. They're like, we all live together. It's fine if you miss a day. Yeah, it might be fine for y'all, but I don't want to miss a day. What if she had a bad day that day, and she's having an upset day, and then I gotta sleep on the couch because I didn't ask her if her day was wrong.
Oh, sleeping in the tow truck.
Oh. So, guys, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but your credit doesn't matter anymore. Just throwing that out there. I sent it to Kenny earlier. I don't know if you read it or not.
I've been told y'all.
But 2 days ago until today, they changed how mortgage rates are going to work for people with good credit and bad credit. So if you have a credit score of like a 650 and less, you're going to gain a 1.75% discount for your mortgage rate. If you have a good credit score ranging, I think it said a 680 or 700 higher, a higher credit score, then you are now going to be charged an extra 1% tax. So for having good credit that they pretty much force you to fucking have, you get charged more towards the tax than you would if you wouldn't even have any fucking credit at all. So it's stupid.
Land of the free.
And home of the taxless.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to use another T word, but, home of the
Home of the Bud Light.
Home of the dresses. Nice slender silk dress. Ooh.
And me and Kenny talked about it earlier too, and we kind of glanced it last week when it first released. Guys, if you see me in public, you don't have to ask me about the Bud Light shit. I know it's happening. I have eyes. I drink
Bud
booze
Light's,
more than you. I know the
Bud
details.
Light's nasty. It sucks.
I quit drinking Bud Light before I was legal to even drink. It's not good.
Gross.
I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I don't give a shit about what's on the can. I don't give a shit about what they endorse. But they have good seltzers still. The Bud Light Platinums are good. The Bud Light Limes and the Bud Light Oranges are good. I don't give a shit. If Bud Light releases something new tomorrow, I'm going to try it and make a review on it. I don't give a fuck what's on the can or what they endorse. It's their company. What they endorse and what they do does not change their quality of the drink or the beverage.
Yeah, they cater to young people anyway.
You're not going to fucking drink it and then turn into a TikTok meme and wake up in a dress. I promise. You're not going to fucking do it. If you drink a Bud Light can and you wake up in a dress, show me. I want to see it.
I promise you, if you drink a Bud Light, you'll wake up in a dress.
Yeah, somebody probably put it on you. And a lot of people aren't even upset that it's a trans thing. They're upset that his outreach is 13-year-old boys. That's the main thing. But y'all aren't ready for that conversation. Because we don't talk about that here. We're a tavern. Not a train station.
True.
I just want to let you guys know. Because the amount of people at work that come up to me and be like, did you know? No, bitch. I didn't know. Stop
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
Up until now, I had no idea. Thank you.
Yeah, I know more about brand new releases from alcohol companies than most people out there. And you're going to come to me with some crazy propaganda that I've never heard of. Good good shot in the dark. I think the only person to ever send me a brand new beverage release from a name brand company is Kenny. And that's for some reason because his YouTube caters to my channel on his Facebook.
Yeah, they give targeted ads to me. When I don't drink like that. I mean, I not publicly.
More of a social drinker, you know.
Yeah, more of
it's crazy. I don't get no booze.
Social.
I get food on my Facebook. I don't get booze.
Dude, I get propaganda and alcohol.
Let's see. Let's see what my first ad is. Reset. Other than my own channel. First ad is a casino slot game app. Then we're going to scroll to our next one. Next ad. I'll let you know when I get there. It's just a bunch of people posting dumb shit. Trucks, cars. I followed a fucking Doom page. Because Kenny, I meant to tell you earlier, they make codes for Doom.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
They haven't released any yet. I tried the ones. They had some out, but I'm assuming they're fake. They don't work. I tried all of them.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way that they're expired. I mean, game's been out a week.
Yeah. Yeah, I still haven't seen a booze. I see a Dr. Pepper. The only booze that I've just seen, that whole time of silence, wasn't even a booze ad. It was somebody in a beer goals group that posted a picture of a Natty Light Natter Days, the strawberry lemonade. It wasn't even a regular booze fucking ad. I don't get shit. I do get emails though, because some of them old timers that watch the channel email me, which is the weirdest thing. I do, however, I haven't done a vodka, bourbon, or anything like that in a while. I've been sticking really to beer because there's been so many releasing at the store. It saves me a trip to the ABC store.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a theme where it's like they'll put out new beers and seltzers during the summer and then like hard liquor during the winter and shit.
And I feel like the only reason that is because a lot of people, what's the word? Assimilate? No. Something like that. They put two and two together, whereas bourbon in scotch and whiskey and vodka and all that shit is a warm drink in a cold time. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, if you're ever cold, just drink you a glass of whiskey and you'll warm right up. If you've ever seen that, but I think that's what they pretty much consists to it. Because there's not a lot of drinks like that out there right now where you get that citrusy, floral, summer thirst quench drink in a hard liquor. You just don't. Very few. Why do you guys think Cherry Wine released their fucking drink at the brink of spring? You think that was fucking a coincidence? Or the fucking Bojangles hard tea? You think that was a coincidence that they released it just before springtime? They know what the fuck they're doing. If I was to release a pineapple crown, I would do it right now.
Man, I just don't know how they haven't done it yet.
I put somebody else on your Paul Masson pineapple today.
Dude, I put somebody on your roasted pineapple one yesterday.
Oh yeah, she was so good. You talking about the Buchanan one?
Yeah.
That one, guys, that's still one of my favorite pineapple drinks I've ever had. The only reason why I make fun of Paul Mason, I say Paul Mason because, one, I'm from fucking America, and it's Mason. That's Mason.
Yeah, Mason, and nobody saying that. I'm sorry.
And there's some song. That's the fucking Hermione shit. It's Wingardium Leviosa song. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay? It's Mason. And that's what I'm gonna go by. And the first time that I'd ever tried a Paul Mason was the VS, which is the very special. I bought it for a gift for a giveaway on the channel. And then Kenny found the pineapple one, which I've still yet to even... I don't know where he found this bottle. He pulled it out of his fucking ass cheeks. I don't know where he found it, but I have not ever seen another bottle except for the bottle that he bought. It's a magical bottle of pineapple Paul Mason. It's a cognac. You guys gotta try it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it again either. That's why it's still here. Like, I'm like scared to drink it.
It's one of them things where you don't know if you're ever gonna see it again. The ones that we're talking about a minute ago, though.
It was like $13.
True.
I mean, it was cheap.
True. This wasn't too bad priced either. This was only like $30-$40 for the Buchanan's. I don't remember how much I paid for it. But I drank all of it already, and
Jesus.
it was good.
Well, yeah, it's good.
The box is the dopest part. But you can buy the bottle without the box for a little bit cheaper. But I had to have the box. So. But I haven't checked that video in a while. My regular Buchanan's Deluxe, the 12 year, is my most viewed video on my channel. Which is actually, Kenny, if you don't think so, is actually getting ready to get passed by an unsuspecting video that you wouldn't even think would be the one gaining the most traction.
Bud Light review.
Close. It is the Corona Extra and Disaronno makes Dr. Pepper. That video. So, my Buchanan's video, which is my most viewed video, has been for a long time, is at 22,858. Corona Extra, Disaronno, making Dr. Pepper, is at 22,557. $300 views away from being my top video. But if you want to go into top 3, Kenny's, most of the videos that are in my top views are from Kenny. I'm just throwing that out there. Top 3, number 3 is one that me and Kenny are still baffled by right now because it still doesn't never make fucking sense. It's Tequila Rose. This is at 16,000 views. For no reason whatsoever. And then Russian standards at 10K. But man, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Who's ready for WWE? Triple H is rewriting all the scripts.
Triple H just re-signed old Prime Water General. I didn't think they were going to re-sign him, to be fair. I figured they were done with Logan.
Hopefully, if Triple H had a brain in his head, if he can like go back to the Attitude Era, I'm telling you, WWE would get boom a second wind.
But you don't have anybody in there that's willing to have that attitude because they're worried of the fucking cancel culture. The closest person you have to the Attitude Era right now is fucking Logan Paul.
WWE is its own entity. COVID, no COVID, mask, dress, Bud Light.
They put TV screens up to still fight.
Yeah, they did not miss a fucking day. They were going to fucking wrestle.
If anybody else can want to argue this with me, I'm more than welcome to fucking argue. WWE, WWF, AWE, or whatever you want to fucking call them, has the best storylines I've ever had since I was born. Whoever scripts that shit is a fucking miracle worker.
Hey, if you want a job and you want to work with them, listen. You'll
come to
always have work. Trust me.
They come to Charlotte all the time.
They'll work you more than a truck driver though. You're gonna be home about 3 weeks out of the year, so.
With that money.
Yeah, money, man. Yeah, they come to Charlotte pretty regularly. It's just I want to wait and see what Triple H is gonna do.
Yeah. But right now we're coming into that era of it's a lot of the children that their father or their mother was in there and now they're wanting to relive their lifestyle.
Last time I looked at like tickets for a Charlotte show, their like selling point was all the different alcohol that they had. I'm like, oh god.
Mm. Oh, so in downtown there's going to be a booze fest this year. I'll send you the information. I want to go. Obviously, I think it'd be weird if I didn't go.
Yeah, true.
So I'm definitely going to go, but I'm going to send it to you because I think you'd be interested in it too.
Dude.
Fucking.
I'd go just to see if somebody wants to take a picture with you.
Oh man, it's so weird. I know it sounds weird. I got like 2 or 3 people that shop at the store and they come in and they're like, "Hey man, I watch all your videos," and it's every time they come in there. It's weird. It's 2 of them used to work at the store, and 1 of them I went to school with. There's still that one guy. I still don't know who the fuck he is. It was like 2 years ago. Still when the channel was fresh, like young, when we didn't know what we were doing yet. And a guy come up to me at work. I called Kenny like right after it happened. And this guy come and said, "Hey, you're Justin, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got a name badge on." So I didn't question me. He's like, from the YouTube channel, and I was like, "Hey, that's fucking different. That's weird. I don't know who the fuck you are." And at that point, only people that watched me locally were people that knew me, so it wasn't like it was such a weird encounter that made no sense. And I've never seen the guy again. Who knows? Go throw this away. Throw this one away. I'll be right back. Damn it. Fucking wrong button. What the hell? Something just got a ton of fucking views, Kitty. In the last 10 minutes, something went up 982 views.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, but that's active right now. 982 views. But I don't know what it could be. That's a lot of views to go up.
Yeah, in 10 minutes, he has a shit ton.
Because it wasn't like that a minute ago when I was looking at the numbers. But I don't see a video that's peaking. It might have been an older video. It's really hard to tell, but that's a lot in 10 minutes. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe, boys, we hit the point where rich and famous could. Imagine 1,000 views every 10 minutes.
Jesus, man.
That's them big boy numbers. I've seen a lot of channels where I compare myself to them, where sometimes you get like I'll scroll and I'll see somebody that kind of does something similar, but not quite more similar. More things that do just subscribe. Welcome to the tavern. Welcome. And it's like, wow, they only got. I'm getting a K a video, and they're only getting 5K, but they got 100,000 video views or 100,000 subs. Like, that shit's crazy to me. How you have that many more subs and have that like close to a view count as me? I'm barely skimming the waters. Oh, John says, sounds like one of your videos got put on the old YouTube algorithm. Mr. G Hoot says, how's it going, man? How is it going? It's going pretty good. I can't complain. Something magical's happening right now, and I don't know what the fuck it is. But I'm okay with that. We're going to change our goal count real quick, because usually I don't change it while we're streaming, but we went up 3, so might as well change it. We're 7 away from hitting 2,400. I'm telling you guys, it fucking happens. As soon as I get really close to that next 100, it just fucking laps. That shit's crazy. Really need to see if I can fix your name to Papa T. You need to make a Papa T account just so you can be a mod.
Oh dear, no.
Oh dear, yes.
Lord. Oh Lord.
An unregulated Papa T account with you'll have more permissions than anything.
No.
Alright, we're gonna see what happens. I just broke a pair of fucking fingernail clippers in half.
Well, I heard something.
It was literally fingernail clippers. It snapped right at the fucking point. Tells you how shitty these are.
Well, yeah, you're using them as a can opener. No shit, they broke.
They're shitty, mate. They gotta be better. got some new fingernail clippers, I guess. It got a couple good clicks in there before it broke. 1, 2. It got 4 good solid clicks. Yeah, nail clippers weak as hell. They fucking are, man. Kenny says he's gonna start picking up Bud Light again. I seen a thing where you can make emojis for the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I want to add a couple of the ones from the Discord. I just don't know how. I definitely want to add the one that y'all made during St. Patty's Day.
Oh, the Riddler.
It made me feel a lot better when 6ix9ine got that one of you when we were at your house making videos. They must have been made from military grade metal. For sure. Military grade metal. That's what that is. I tried that Japanese beer made with rice. It was actually pretty damn good. Sapporo. Sapporo is amazing, man. I usually very, very rarely tell people they should try a beer just for the simple fact that when people try beer, the palate is so different compared to like a bourbon or a whiskey or something like that, or a scotch or a gin or anything like that. It's so much more broad because you either have like somebody that likes a light beer, somebody that likes a regular beer, hoppy beer, IPA, a stout, dry. There's so many different variables. So when I say a beer is fucking good, that goes a long way. So I'm glad you fucking liked it. Justice Gunmetal, made from the finest silk, best dress in America. This is made from the same dress Andrew Tate wore when he decided to go to jail under pretense conditions. He hasn't made any more videos since they got out either.
Yeah, because, he's on house arrest. He can't.
They've been real quiet, though, for people that's normally chatty Cathys.
Yeah, because they're on house arrest. They can't.
They can still make videos. They're at home.
No, they can't. They can't do emergency meetings. They cannot do it. Because I'm telling you, they would have done it by now, and I would run it up. I'm subbed with notifications on, emails on, everything.
But
No.
how does house arrest stop them from being able to make videos?
Because they're still under, the court of law. They can't... It's like an active case, you know what I'm saying? So they can't be on the internet saying crazy shit.
Yeah, true. They can talk normal shit.
I mean, yeah, oh yeah, they're on Twitter talking normal shit. Don't worry about that, but...
Brand. There's a brand on this. It says Olivia Grace G. Yeah, it's got to be a R. Grace. Olivia Grace, New York, is these fingernail clippers. That's it. I'm actually watching Andrew Tate right now. Hey. Before I say anything, what's your opinion on Andrew Tate? Well, I'm not trying to sit here and argue with somebody. So if you're somebody against him but watching it towards hate, then I get it. But if you're watching somebody because you agree with some of the ideologies that he has, then we can chat about it. I'm cool with chatting about it. I just don't want to fucking argue with people. It's like Kenny said, I'm too lazy for it. I'm too old for it. I'm not here to fucking argue. If you want to talk about it, I'm game. I'm just not going to fucking do it.
That's right. Concede and put on the dress.
Yeah. I'd rather put on a dress than a tampon.
Woohoo! Shove it in there, brother.
Any.
Yes, sir. You gotta get some ketchup, squirt it on there. You gotta LARP a little bit,
little role play, you know.
Oh, silly me! I had my period, and it's just old ketchup.
You gotta make a post, be like, so when did all you other fine young women start having your periods? I'm 23 and just transitioned.
You'd be surprised. I've seen shit like that. They'll get those ice cube trays, and they'll have like ketchup in there and freeze it.
Really?
And then when they're on their quote unquote period cycle, they'll put it in their underwear and let it just thaw out.
See, I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on it, so I wonder if it's just like a completion mindset of they have to have it so it completes the cycle. You know what I mean?
Mind you, that's not all of them. That's like the super weird, like 1% of them.
He said the YouTuber named Conscious X is kind of exposing right now. I'm assuming he meant them exposing them right now. I've seen a lot of different exposing theories about them. So I mean, there's a lot of different things. I know the biggest one that I've seen here recently is that Tristan's on fucking steroids. But so what? Then none of them are fighting. Neither one of them are fighting. So what's it fucking matter if they are on steroids? They don't. It's not like they were. What's his name? What's his dick? That lied about it.
Liver King.
Yeah, Liver King, where he openly lied about it for years about not being on steroids, to finally come out and say I'm on steroids and trying to get clean. Like,
dude, I've seen all their shit. They definitely eat their 3 meals a day, and they train every day. They work out every fucking day. They don't drink soda. I've seen so many of their videos. I've never seen any of them drink soda ever. Like, they eat super healthy. They live super healthy. I mean, cigars, whatever, but everybody has their vice. So
see, I haven't decided. So I quit the sugar last year, but I've been thinking about dropping soda entirely. But I can't just drink water. I'm not going to drink seltzer water or soda water. I just don't know what I want to go to next. It's healthy. John says he only admitted because he got exposed. Yeah. But he's been tried exposed bunches of times. So what's it make a difference that one person was exposing him? Usually he just denounces it and goes on with his life. So what pull did this one person have higher than everybody else saying that he was doing steroids?
Well, Joe Rogan brought it up, and that's what really, catapulted this to mainstream.
True. That whole, what's his dick with Jake Paul and what's his Dana White about doing drugs dropped real quick too. I don't know if you guys noticed that. When they were talking about taking a drug test, if he could do whatever the fuck. So, and they did, but I don't think Dana ever took his drug test. The guy that exposed... Oh, it was his doctor. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense then. If the guy that's treating you is the one exposing you. That'd be like if I had this any weird secret and then Kenny was like, I'm gonna tell the world. Of course I'm gonna just fold to it because he knows everything about me. You know, like there's nothing that I've ever done in my life that he doesn't pretty much know about. So if he was out here telling people about it, there's no way I could just be like, nah, I didn't do it, because he knows the fuck I did. It's also why you don't go to the doctor. Fuck the doctors. They're just a bunch of lying bigots trying to make money. I can tell you, I spent a lot of money on my teeth last year for them to feel the same this year.
You gotta get some teeth whitening. That'll get you in the mood.
They still ain't gave me no teeth whitening yet.
Well, you just gotta ask for it. They're not gonna like recommend it because it's just cosmetic shit. They're never gonna like recommend or suggest cosmetic things.
Is your insurance covered or is it more?
I have no idea. It's technically dental, so maybe.
I'll have to ask them when I go. I think my next one is in June. June's my next dental appointment.
Ain't shit to it. I mean, it's literally just them whitening your teeth.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
This bottom tooth still give me a bunch of issues, but they haven't recommended me to anywhere to go get it pulled. I just don't want to spend a whole fuck ton of money on that one tooth and then possibly getting braces, you know? I would rather Invisalign, but that shit's expensive.
I'm like $800 in the hole on one tooth, so yeah.
True.
Just heads up on how expensive that shit is.
Good thing it's not a wisdom tooth. Wisdom teeth are so expensive to pull.
Yeah, I'm pushing that shit off.
I need to pull one front tooth is all I need to lose. And they said they could fix the rest. She actually break her arm?
No, you just gotta keep watching it.
God. That was some pretty good. That shit looked broke.
Yeah, it looked broke. I've seen broken arms. That looks broke.
Yeah. I've seen broken legs. Shit looks broke. That's a dirty tactic. Of course, this other monitor is just ass. It just like turns off randomly, and then I have to reset everything, and it also doesn't load the YouTube, so I'll look at it and it'll be like an hour behind. I want to know what video popped. Yeah, we totaled out at 1K views the last hour, which was just at the end of it. There's no way it was that one. I don't have the channel, just the channel up. I thought I didn't hear music for a while. That's what it was. Yesterday's short was at 30 views earlier from yesterday, and it's over 1,000 views now. It's so dumb. And today's is at 14. and then tomorrow it'll jump back up again. It's such a weird time. But if I don't post the short at like 7 p.m., it won't happen. I'll get like 5 views and that'll be it. YouTube out here wearing the dress.
The dress. The dress.
Oh, I thought my fucking phone died. Ugh. Michael says, let's get this party going. John says, damn, your shorts get crazy views. They really do. I don't know if you looked in a while, but I average really close to about 1,000 views a vid. Anywhere from 500 to 1,000 views a vid. It's been a while, bub. But shorts are crazy. If you can't really see it, but when I first started doing shorts as November 1st, and ever since then we've gradually gotten higher and higher views, but I post Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube the same short all the way across the board. And so I usually get about, this one might get 1,000, the others might get 200 or 300. I get like anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 views across all the platforms. Easy. Most of my views come from Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Facebook Shorts are kind of ass. Mostly the only people that see your YouTube Shorts are the people that follow the YouTube page. But for the genuine normality, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram are my top tier short people. Because usually the least I get is on TikTok, and that's like maybe like 50, 60. But usually I average anywhere from 300-ish, 200-ish, and higher on each platform. There's very, very few times where any of the videos I upload, you can ask Kenny now, where they get less than triple digits. Kenny, you go and tell them the story. I'm going to go piss because we drank a couple here back to back. So, there was one night in particular that was funnier than fuck, and Kenny loves it.
Yeah.
All I did was one thing. I'm going to go pee.
I have no idea.
The picture of the Miller.
Ah, yes. The easy view glitch.
Did you tell him?
I heard the duck earlier. I thought it
Oh,
was
it's the 6.
video.
It's the 66. But yeah, essentially what we did was Kenny and I think Jorge Masvidal was bitching about something, and he said something stupid. I was like, watch. I will post a picture of a can with audio behind it. That's all I'm going to do. And that's all I did. I took a picture of a Miller Lite facing my monitor and added a audio behind it, and it got like 500 views. That was it. That's all I did. Still the funniest fucking shit ever. I did that shit for like a week. Every other day I would just take a still picture, add some audio behind it, and then run with it. Because I didn't feel like doing anything else. It was easy. That's how easy TikTok is. But now if you got some tits, TikTok is 100 times easier. You pull your shirt down, like as far down as you can get, and you just scrunch them together with your A cups and throw you in some towels, and you're solid.
Could be good, man. Could be good.
Could be good. I can could podcast for Bud Light.
Yeah, man. You got A cups at least.
Yeah, I know. These shits are solid.
Get that Bud Light sponsorship.
I told Kenny, I was like, that was one of the bigger things we were talking about earlier. I was like, because I don't really fucking care about the whole Bud Light thing. I could literally just go buy a Bud Light right now, bring it home, and do a review on it, and just steal views.
Oh, man, that's a good idea.
And that's it. That's all it is. Is because people are just going to propagandize it. The whole word that we just developed
love
there.
to hate watch.
Yeah.
They love hate watch.
That's all it's going to be. Is just hate watch. And that's it. They're just mad because I'm drinking Bud Light. Which we hated Bud Light before Bud Light was even hated.
I maybe Kenny liked Bud Light. I hated it. You hated it.
I like Bud Light seltzers, and I like the Bud Light Platinum.
The seltzers, the soda was good,
Yeah, I like the sodas. I like the retros, and I like the tie-dyes. You know, like, I loved all of them. I haven't tried the sangrias yet, but I'm guaranteed they're fucking great. So.
Well, whenever someone refers to Bud Light, I only think the blue can and piss water.
Yeah.
True.
It's just so sweet.
Bud Light.
It just tastes so sweet. It's ridiculous.
To me, Bud Light just, it doesn't, it's sweet and it doesn't have enough of like the flavor Miller Lite gets.
Yeah, one of these days Miller Lite's going to sponsor me, but till then.
I haven't heard of Miller Lite sponsoring anyone ever.
Yeah, they sponsor a lot of creators. But, again, I'm a small channel. They usually sponsor bigger channels.
Yeah, slimmer.
But,
channels.
see, the
Slimmer
biggest thing,
content creators.
you know what the biggest flex is going to be? I want a Miller Lite sponsor now. Like, I really want it. It's something I push for. I buy a lot of stuff. When I get big and they offer it to me, I'm going to decline.
What?
No.
Why
When you
would you do that?
no, when you slim
It's
down,
the principle.
When
That's
you
how
slim.
you get fucking blacklisted.
Yeah, all you gotta do is slip on that dress now, and you can get it now.
Yeah. I've emailed, I've chatted, I've talked to their corporate, I've talked to a lot of people. They just won't do it. Kenny's even emailed.
Like every video. You've got it in every video.
Kenny has even emailed.
Miller Monday? What the fuck? You're basically already sponsored. That's why they wouldn't pay to sponsor you. You're already doing the sponsorship work.
Yep,
Why
that's
would
why.
they pay for something you're already doing?
See, then when they do,
Bro, their golf gear is like next level expensive.
you get it for
Yeah,
free.
everyone be drinking Miller Lite on the golf course. Even me.
They're,
Miller Lite just tastes so good. I don't know if there's any beer that I could just be like,
It tastes better on a golf course.
I don't know about golf. I'm not a golfer. I don't know. But I just don't know if there's a beer out there that I could genuinely say that I would replace Miller Lite with. I just don't. Other than a few craft beers.
Yeah, craft beers is different. Mainstream beers, like, I don't know. Miller Lite is maybe the best mainstream. I mean, Yingling's up there, though.
The only thing that I could say that I would drink more of, if I could get more of, was like a Miller 64 or the drafts, Miller drafts. But you can't get a lot of those. You buy them by the 6-pack at fucking $13. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Miller High Life. It's not terrible, but I'm not a big fan. I've had worse.
Woke up feeling like the old Broly, the Dragon Ball Z Broly. Look.
Shirt half gone, Broly.
Look. About at Pistonville already. Look. Jesus. Speaking of such. Where is it? There she is. The boom boom.
But yeah, to your thing, shorts is where the fuck it's at. If you're posting shorts, you're growing. You ain't even gonna try.
This motherfucker on that boom boom stick.
Shit's awesome, man.
Whenever you first explained it to me, I thought it was like a one-time use. Like you used it one time and it was done.
It's like a crack stick.
Those things, yeah, you can use them like a bunch of times. My buddy said, another guy I know uses them. He said they get rid of headaches for him.
My primary use was like if I get in a stinky fuck's car, I hit the boom boom real quick.
That's crazy.
So also, speaking of crazy, Maker's Mark is releasing a 2023 special edition limited release bourbon. Only going to be released in 2023.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of like the special releases and stuff. That
Yeah, but Maker's Mark's amazing.
awful. Like the Johnny Walker Game of Thrones Winter Song
Yeah.
Winter whatever edition. The shit was terrible.
I had it.
$40 bottle.
I wish I'd have got to keep the bottle, but I tried it. It was when Channel was still very young. But I didn't do a video on it. I was at a friend's house and they had bought it, but it was less. It was almost mid, but not quite mid.
Yeah, it was not quite. Like I drank it. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my money. I'm gonna finish it,
But
I
did
just
not buy another bottle.
I hope it's better. The 2023 release. I hope it's better than the one they did their post-COVID 101.
Oh yeah.
Because I bought the post-COVID 101, which was decent the first drink. And then it just, after the first drink, it was just like ass for some reason.
They've changed Maker's 46 too. Like the bottles changed. And
Don't tell me that.
They had to have changed the formula.
Don't tell me that. That's going to break my soul.
Yeah, no, the Maker's 46, the bottle is different now.
Does it taste bad? It tastes different in a bad way or a good way?
In a bad way. It doesn't taste as good.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
That's not what I wanted to hear. Kenny still hasn't even tried
That's-
46.
In the original bottle, where it's like rounded, that
Yeah.
is the best. That's the best. It was too good. I had to get rid of it. Too good.
I'm going to have to see if we still have some of the original bottles at our store so Kenny can try it before it goes bad.
George was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some money in Arma, mate. I'll be on, mate." That was 2 hours ago.
Did you try the Buchanan's pineapple yet?
Yeah, not a fan. Personally.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Fired.
It's like, those two ingredients shouldn't be mixed together.
Roasted pineapple?
Mine tasted like you're eating pineapple while smoking a cigar.
Yeah, roasted pineapple.
So you just don't like smoky shit because you didn't like the Japanese one.
Yeah, I think that's
The Japanese one was that wasn't the same one you were talking about, but it was like mega fucking tobacco-y. So yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I just don't like smoky shit.
Because a lot of your scotches, especially like
I
Japanese
don't like
whiskeys, are
scotch.
very smoky.
Yeah, not a big Scotch guy.
And then, but the thing about the Buchanan's pineapple is it wasn't considered a scotch. It's considered a spirit drink because Buchanan's doesn't make non-scotch drinks, if that makes sense. So they can't just be like, oh, I made an American pineapple whiskey because Buchanan's is in Scotland. So
Mine was smoky.
everything they make has to be some sort of relatability to scotch. Mine wasn't. I didn't get any smoky from mine. If anything, I got a light charred pineapple.
Mine was very, like, the immediate reaction was like, wow, that's a lot more tobacco than I thought was going to be in it. And then the after flavor was all pineapple, which the after was really good.
There's a light linger.
It was, mine was very, like, potent.
I don't know.
It wasn't the worst, but I'm not going to buy another one. It was like $50 or $40.
I've bought 2 already.
You bought 2?
Yeah.
Damn. I honestly thought you guys were fucking with me.
No, did
I
you?
didn't get it.
I bought the Proper 12 Apple several times by now too.
I haven't got the Proper 12 apple.
The Proper 12 Apple is the single-handedly the best apple whiskey I've ever had.
I don't doubt it. Proper 12, like, as far as
They focus the whiskey more than the flavor, and then let the flavor linger. It's not like Crown and Evan Williams and Jack and
oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay,
where it's syrupy and sweet. This one is more whiskey.
Flavor, really.
Yeah, it's not as sticky. It's more forward whiskey and then less apple towards the end.
Crown's sticky. Sticky.
Yeah, Crown is super sticky. Almost like Jim Beam. So you got like...
Oh, Jim Beam Vanilla, if you don't finish the bottle that night, it's going to crystallize around the fucking...
Yeah, I was about to say, it's kind of like Jim Beam Apple is very sticky. Same with like Fireball. If you let Fireball linger for a few days, it starts to crystallize with how much sugar it takes in. Like, you guys can listen. That's just sugar. Like, there's crystals around this lid that I can just wipe off. You shouldn't hear sand taking a cap off.
Yeah, it just flakes off, too. A lot of sugar in that shit.
That's what I also got. So I got 2 peanut butter whiskeys. One was the Screwball whiskey, and then the one was the one Kenny bought me, which was the PB&W. The PB&W never crystallized.
Screwball crystallizes like a motherfucker.
Because it focused more whiskey than peanut butter. And now Screwball, it crystallized so bad because I felt like it focused the more sugar and less whiskey. Because Screwball, it might taste good, but if you don't finish it day next, you're just wrap it up.
Screwball is a novelty. Like, it's just a novelty. So is Howlerhead. And then, did you ever try mixing the Screwball and Howlerhead?
I didn't do a pineapple, or I didn't do a peanut butter banana, no.
Oh, man. That was actually pretty good, mixing both of them. It's
We
better.
started carrying Howlerhead at our local store, so I might buy some here.
I wouldn't buy a bunch. I'm not a huge fan, like, at all.
Didn't you, like, finish several bottles?
I have finished probably 3 bottles. But to be fair, I bought one to try it. I thought it was okay. And me and my girlfriend chugged it, like, almost the same day. And then I went back to the liquor store and bought 2. One for me, and I was going to send you one, but I can't figure out how to fucking mail shit. And I just drank both those eventually, after, like, months and months.
You just have to have my address. You just mail it like a normal package. But Kenny, didn't we try something recently that was very banana too?
Probably Howler's Head, and if anything.
No, like it wasn't how it was like a Scotch or something that was just like it had a weird banana taste.
Maybe.
But it might have been the Nadura. It might have been the Nadura. I don't remember. I get so much as gifts, it's ridiculous and hard to keep up with. One of these days, I'll never have to buy booze again. Y'all, everybody will just send me it for free.
True.
Last year was good. I got a couple bottles last year from actual companies, which was crazy. So this year should be really fun. Depends on how hard I push it. I could easily just market to other companies, but I just haven't done anything. Especially within the last few months, because our inventory is in like 2 weeks. So I've been working shit ass hours. For those that don't know what inventory is, we take every single item inside of Walmart and count it. Every single item. When back room, sales floor, top stock, everything. It gets counted and then ran into the system. And then it affects my bonus. Because it helps control shrink, which shrink being theft. And the more things that are stolen, the less money we make on our bonus and all that other fun stuff. A lot adds into it.
Fuck.
There's also these new beers, 6ix9ine is coming out. They're called Pirates Water or Pirates Drink or something like that. I seen them today on the pallet at work because our beer mod's resetting. They are 10% alcohol. They're a malt beverage.
IPA?
They're just a regular malt. And only seen 2 of them, but I'm assuming there's other flavors. One was a Bahama Mama, and the other one was a margarita. At 10% alcohol, though, as a single. That's a lot.
You know they got the Mike's Harder, which I think those are like 13, aren't they?
Mike's Harder is only 8. Kind of like the Bud Light Platinums. But the Mike's Harder is also releasing a 0 sugar version.
Fuck. Oh, that's weird.
Which is great because I love the Mike's Harders, but there's so much sugar. So now they're doing 0 sugar versions. Have you tried the Monsters yet?
I haven't. Georgia's like the last one to see all the weird drink mixes. Like we just now got the Crown Royal Coke fucking cans.
Oh, damn. That was years ago.
Yeah, we just now got them in Georgia. So we're the last ones to get that shit.
Well, Monster released a booze brand, and you have Monster. It's called Unleash the Beast.
I saw your video on it.
Yeah, you got Mean Green, Haze White, you got Scary Berry, and the Peach. Absolutely fucking amazing.
I thought we would get the Monster one in Georgia too, because Georgia headquarters at Coca-Cola. I figured,
Yeah.
Monster's owned by Coca-Cola. Why wouldn't they have their thing here? But still nothing.
You could. This is what I do at least. I usually just talk to whoever's distributing. So, like, for us, I know our vendors in my store because I work at Walmart. But, same with my local ABC store. I know the owner. I know the counter people. If I want something, I just ask, and then they get it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So from what I've like been able to look up myself, because I really wanted to get the Mountain Dew alcohol.
Yeah, I've had those were okay. They were nowhere near as good as the Monsters, but they were okay.
Oh man, that's crazy. But I really wanted to get those, and it all depends on like your state's laws and shit.
The only reason why I was able to get the Mountain Dews was I was in Kentucky when I got them. And I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and somebody else had bought them and brought them to me in Louisville, Kentucky. That's the only way I was able to do the review.
How is the carbonation on the Monsters?
None. It's 0 sugar, 0 caffeine.
No, he's talking about like the bubbles.
Yeah.
Carbonation.
There's none. Like,
There's no bubbles.
no.
It's kind of like the Corona refreshers. Where it's
Kind of, yeah. The Mean Green was one of my top favorites. It was really, really good. It's just soft.
Interesting. I figured it would be like carbonated. A lot of the alcohol carbonated drinks are like coming out mega flat though. So
Yeah. And I think that's where they were different from everybody else. That's why I didn't think there wasn't much carbonation in them at all. Was for the simple fact they used way less sugar because they used 0 sugar. And there was no caffeine, and they just used their own blend of flavor. And I think that's what really drove it forward. Because overall, there's not one I wouldn't rebuy. Now the white haze or the haze white was eh. I felt like it could have been better. But the peach one, my final score was Scary Berry, the Mean Green, the peach, and then the white. Was my score. But they were all pretty good.
Continue on settings.
game are you playing, Kenny?
I said,
Seen that shit.
probably seen it on Twitter. It's the Call of Duty killer.
Call of Duty kill.
I don't think so. You sure about that?
You sure about that?
That's what they be saying.
This looks like a CS:GO killer. Honestly. And fuck CS:GO. Rather not play video games.
Rather not play video games.
Then play CS:GO.
No, I'm about to say, I don't know, man.
What the fuck, man?
I like my games.
Oh!
This is how them streams last, Kenny. We were only supposed to be streaming for an hour. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes in now. So, Wednesday was supposed to be a short stream. Didn't turn into a short stream. Not even close. That's alright, I guess.
still can't believe the dude that made Muck made 2 like wildly successful games on Steam, and then never did anything ever again.
Yeah, dude's based.
Like wildly successful. Both games he made Muck and some game called Crab Game.
Oh yeah, that one's crazy popular.
Yeah, he made Crab Game like right when what was that? Squid Games was coming out or had got popular, or whatever. And that shit was huge. Both of them, wild, humongous successes.
Yeah, he
And
makes
then
him
he
as
was
a
like,
joke.
That's it. I'm not doing anything else. Like, dude, you could make tons of money.
He does it as a joke. He's like a meme dev. He's like, oh, I know how to make
Yeah, I know.
games, but I'm lazy.
So ridiculous. I know I could make millions of dollars, but you know, I'd rather not.
Yeah, I'm just lazy. I don't feel like it.
He made, I don't know, I think he made Crab Game in like a week or 2. Like that shit came out so quick.
It's probably on the same engine as Muck, just with a different.
It is definitely on the same engine. It's got the same graphics.
We all knew I couldn't play Muck. We tried that.
Oh, you can now.
I can't. Yeah, I can now. 2 years later, after buying a dope PC for a very cheap price.
Yeah, just getting fucked.
Yeah, I actually can't play Muck anymore.
I bet Muck would be a lot better now if I played it compared to when I tried to play it before. I did not enjoy that game at all. I mean, that's the same with, like, you guys asked why I played Rogue Company. Rogue Company was ass when we first played it, guys. 100%. Like, when we first played it on initial release, it was ass.
I have a completely different opinion. Because I played it when it first released, and it was really good.
I thought it was terrible. Now it's great.
Nobody
I love it.
played the shit out of it.
Now it's great.
When it was in early beta, when it was still sponsored or like partnered with Dr. Disrespect.
He still has his own map, skin, and everything.
Oh, he still has his own map. That was
Yep.
that's the best map.
Yeah, there's a not. I think there's only like 1 or 2 new maps, but other than that, it's really the same. The characters are the same. It's just the UI is a lot better. The way the game plays is a lot better. The only I played on Nintendo Switch
Yeah, I play on PC.
compared to PC. So,
Yeah.
now I'm playing on PC, and it's just so much more fun. And everybody in my shop plays, so we're running 4 or 6 man teams, and this is great.
No, back when I originally played, it was super fun. Like it's just a solid game. Or it was. I don't know anymore.
Now they do
I
Battle
think
Pass.
it
I don't
was
remember if they did Battle Pass in the beginning, but there's Battle Passes now and stuff where you can get skins and all that other shit. It's fun. You don't necessarily have to pay for anything.
Oh shit.
If you complete the Battle Pass, then you can spend the coins you got in the Battle Pass to buy the Battle Pass without spending money.
Yeah, Call of Duty did the same thing for a while. Like you could earn the Battle Pass was like 800 Call of Duty coins, and you can earn 1,000 per Battle Pass. But
Yeah.
they know you're not going to.
Yeah, you would rather just spend the $10 or whatever to do the thing.
And grind out fucking 40 more levels on your Battle Pass. Yeah.
But see, the crazy thing is the Battle Pass is 35, and each Battle Pass is like 50 days.
It's $35 for a Battle Pass?
No, you have 35 stages. Like
Okay.
it goes up to 35. It's only $10 for the Battle Pass.
No, it's like $35 for fucking Battle Pass.
It better be the best game on the fucking planet. But I told Kenny a million times, video games is credit building to me. That's it. I buy video games on credit just to try them out.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Everything that I do with video games is a credit building opportunity. My credit score last year alone, just from doing that, went up like 30, 40 points. That, and there's this secret thing, guys. I'm going to tell you how to do it right now. Super secret intelligence, alright? So, YouTube is this funny place where you can have your own business account. I have mine through PayPal. PayPal, you can take a small percentage fee cut to withdraw. So I take my credit card, send money from my credit card to my business PayPal, withdraw the money from my business PayPal. I take a 1.6% tax cut, and then pay back the credit card the same money that I paid myself with. It's easy.
There's actually like an app that'll give you a card, and it's a debit card, but it is registered as a credit card,
Oh, yeah.
and they don't charge you anything. You just have to keep money in your
Robert
Top
says, sup,
debit
everybody.
card
Cheers.
account.
Just ended a 10-hour shift. 10-hour shifts are rough. That's great. I didn't know there was debit cards out there like that.
Yeah. This
Most
guy
of the stuff
means
that sound like
anyone
that seem like
who's
schemes,
advertising
you know?
Some ordinary gamer. It's exclusively to build your credit up.
Yeah. That's all I do is build my credit. But now, we talked about it earlier, building your credit doesn't even necessarily matter unless you're buying
Yeah,
vehicles,
It doesn't matter.
because the way they just changed the housing market.
They haven't done that yet, but
They change. It's changed. From what I've seen,
never
it's
matters
changed.
as much.
If you have a smaller credit score under a 650, then you are granted a 1.75% discount. And if you have a higher credit score, then you are charged a 1% credit increase, like a charge increase to your mortgage rate.
That's such a huge. It's actually like how much you put down as well, but
Yeah,
if
it's
that
up
is
to
the
like a
case,
10
whenever
to
I'm getting a
15%
mortgage, I'll
down
just credit
payment.
max.
Yeah, which is still insane because people with good credit are still the ones getting affected.
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
they're
make
basing, from what I gather, it's just a personal opinion. There's not no factual facts behind it, so don't take it to heart, anybody out there watching. But the whole fact behind it is they know for a fact if somebody with lesser credit, they're struggling. They categorize them as struggling minorities. And they know that if they were to lease out to somebody they can repo from and send Papa T to, they're going to make more money because now not only did they get their money back for a lesser term, they can re-rent it to or release it to somebody else again for that insane amount, and it's still going to pocket their pockets compared to somebody with a good credit history that could buy the house.
You're actually completely right. They make more money on the bad credit.
Because if somebody with good credit and can buy the house gets the house, then you're out money for the simple fact they're going to buy the house. They're going to make their payments. Compared to somebody who has a bad credit history of making payments.
The house is going to go back on the market. You keep everything.
Exactly, because if you falsify or if you fall back on your payments, you lose your security deposits, you lose your interest, you lose your funds that you put into it, and everything.
If you buy the house, what you lose is they can sue you and make you pay the interest
And damages.
and damages, and they keep your down payment. They keep the closing cost.
Mm-hmm.
And the closing cost is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, that could be anywhere from $5,000, $10,000, $20,000.
Yeah, just the closing. It's insane. And everyone makes money except for the person losing.
Yeah, except for the person getting fucked. And that's why it's so much easier to sell a home to somebody that hasn't got the best credit because they need it compared to somebody with good credit who wants it.
They do the same thing with Dodge Chargers.
Yeah. Same thing with military. They take advantage of all new military members that are like, oh, that 30% interest sounds amazing.
Yeah, the 30% interest will get you. You'll leave today, in a 2023 Mustang. You'll leave today in the.
But people like me that had no choice because my credit got wrecked as a child, as a young adult, because of my family. So I had to start out. I started out with a 22 interest rate. I have a 4% interest rate on my Dodge right now, on my Ram. But it took me a lot of money. It took me a lot of hard work. And now my credit score's pretty fucking damn good. And then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, we're going to fuck you. And the better your credit score, the more taxes you're going to have to pay towards your mortgage. Like, what the fuck? I'd just rather stay poor. If I stayed poor and not worried about my fucking credit, I would have just came out better buying a house then.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna milk the system for sure. I'm gonna 100% use my first time buyers. I'm gonna use the
it doesn't
VA.
matter for you to get a VA loan.
Yeah, I'm gonna use both. First time buyers
Yeah,
discount and VA.
It doesn't even matter. You don't have to worry about your credit. You get a VA loan. Who gives a fuck?
The only downside about the VA, which is not a downside for me because I'm particular, is the house has to be pristine. There cannot be any upgrades needed. It has to be move-in ready, not a fixer-upper. It has to be like pristine.
I mean, that's the same way with a lot of loans.
So like at the end of the day, I'm gonna have a 0 PI. I'm gonna have which is like your personal interest. I'm gonna have a 0% down, and then I'm gonna have the lowest interest rate I can get for being a veteran. So I mean, like, but if I can add on first-time home buyer on top of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the house that I want, the biggest house that I want, with the most land, and take the advantage of the tax cuts that I can get. For one, half-ass serving the country, and two, first-time buyer.
So in Georgia, the first-time home buyer you can only get with certain types of loans, and VA isn't one of them.
That
I
might
don't
be the
know
same
about
in North
your
Carolina.
state,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, in Georgia, it's like I was just trying to mortgage a house a couple years ago, and
I can see why you shouldn't be able to
I had
stack
to get a
because
certain
stacking
type of
would
loan.
be like insane. It's like you either use first-time home buyers or you use the VA. But if I use the VA first, then my next home I can use first buyer.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because technically, I still haven't done my first buyers because I've used the VA. How's your day? It's doing pretty good. Can't
A lot
complain.
of people say the VA is the best one to get, so
Well, you
Yeah,
get
well,
shot at for a long time, so at least you get something out of the VA. If there was anything that I got out of the military, it's being able to buy a home through the VA. If I was to tack anything that I could like personally gain from it, yeah, I got a degree which I could have just paid for, which I paid for most of my degree anyway. I paid $10,000 cash out of my own pocket for my degree, and other than that, like, what else do I fucking get? I get a slap on my back and a thank you, bud. Other than that, that's just a big fuck you. So, I mean, at least I get something from it. Kenny yells at me all the time because I don't go to the VA for health. But getting into the VA for health is like fucking shooting yourself in the foot.
I guess it's different from place to place because the VA for health down here is fantastic.
Up here, it takes months. And they lost my hearing
Oh, wow.
paperwork.
No,
My hearing paperwork
how
was
it is
supposed to
down
be
here.
mailed to me. The place that I done my hearing, 62. I'm
not
telling you.
how it is down here.
My hearing exam was less than a mile from my home. And they lost my hearing documentation on the way to my house for mailing. But they will not let me all of a sudden pick up the hearing documentation from the place that done my hearing. Because it has to be mailed. And if I go to the VA, then I have to pay for my hearing exam first, or do it civilian side because it's quicker. And that's what they told me at the VA rep in town, is like, if I do one civilian side, it's going to be a lot easier. I've been dealing with this for over a year already.
was just tell your boss that you hear loud noises in the auto shop at Walmart.
Well, they already know I can't hear. The first hearing test was free. I didn't pay for it. The guy comped me because I was military, but still never sent me the
I'm
fucking
saying a
document.
free civilian one. Like,
Yeah,
Walmart will
it
have
was
to
a
pay for
civilian.
the hearing test.
Yeah, it was a
I forget
civilian
what
doctor
the-
that done my hearing test last year. I even called Kenny. I was like, hey, this guy's going to comp me and this, and that. He said I obviously have hearing issues and this and that, because I do. I can't really hear that well. And I never got it in the mail. I couldn't get a hold of the company. Never. Anything.
That's
It was
super
the
weird.
biggest runaround ever. I never paid
I
a
get
penny out of
hearing
pocket.
test every year. I get a hearing test every year for work, and they give me the results before I even leave.
Yeah, and which was crazy to me because I could see the hearing results on his computer. So I was like, why can't you print it and give it to me now?
Yeah, it's kind of weird they did.
And he's like, well, it's got to go through this process. I was like, I'd done this for 8 years, right? Like, I got my hearing done every year for 8 years. And that shit was in my hand by close of business. So
It
why
was in my hand before I walked out.
in the fuck can you not give me a hearing exam when I know for a fact I'm probably the only person in this county that's came and seen you for a hearing exam in the last fucking year?
It's scammed me.
So I'm just gonna go to somewhere different and get my hearing done again. Because it's getting worse, obviously. I mean, I just can't.
Your hearing is getting worse.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shit goes boom, man.
Why is your hearing getting worse?
I spent a lot of time listening to things go boom.
I know, but it shouldn't be getting worse now.
You know that whole claim against the U.S. for giving us those faulty earplugs? That's not fake.
Yeah, but I don't think it gets worse
Mine's not
later on.
necessarily
It'd
a...
be worse like the same year, if not the next year, but like years afterwards, it wouldn't start getting worse.
Mine's not necessarily a worsen of lesser hearing, of a more of less of a ringing.
I just know, like,
So, like, I can
damage
hear...
happens and you're immediately, like, your hearing's damaged.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, but there's a ringing in my head that gets continuously louder.
Yeah, tinnitus.
And it can't be proven or disproven because it's the person that can hear it. And every year, or especially compared to last year or the years prior, I don't know how to really accurately measure it. It's getting worse because I hear more ringing, and there's some times where it completely cancels out everything.
Yeah, so I've actually looked into tinnitus quite a bit, and I don't know, this might be something you want to try, but some dude on Joe Rogan was talking about how tinnitus can be severely affected by your diet and shit like that.
I eat meat,
And he's not the only one.
taters.
I think Sean O'Malley also talked about it, like, depending on what you eat, you can get worse tinnitus.
I think I might have seen that video. Now that you've mentioned it, I might have not. I might have to look it up, but it sounds familiar. But my biggest issue that I'm having right now is sleep, which has been my issue for years.
Yeah, sleep could be affecting
Yeah.
it too.
Sleep insomnia is my biggest thing. Sounds, movement, anything wakes me up. Pretty lady can get out of bed in the morning at 5 a.m. to get ready for work, and it wakes me up. Zach can twitch in his bed in the floor, and it wakes me up. So I'm just either I'm a very, very, very motherfucking light sleeper, or I just have a sleep abnormality.
I'm like a super mega heavy sleeper 90% of the time, but like if a hallway cracks for some reason, like a gust of wind blows the house and the hallway creaks, I'll wake up.
Yeah, I wake up to everything. Trucks, cars, planes, train going by. Everything wakes me up. Which sucks because we live on the fucking road, so I never get sleep. I sleep like 3 hours a day. On a good day, I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep.
Take 2 naps.
I don't have time for naps. I gotta work.
Get home from work, you take a nap, stay up for 4 hours, take another nap.
I can't. If I come home from work, take a nap for 4 hours, I don't have time to upload.
It's really just taking 2 sleeps, but I know what you're saying.
Because if I don't have time to upload at certain times, so like if I don't post by like anywhere from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., then I miss the East Coast time and the West Coast time.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Because I'm a booze channel, I have to hit the time frames. I want to hit the times where, since the West Coast is behind, I want to hit where just about they're getting off work. So when they're getting off work, they're looking for booze to buy. So they're looking for reviews. And then I'm hitting the exact same time as the East Coast is getting ready to lay down. So they're trying to find something they want to drink to get their nightcap. And then I get hit again by the West Coast going to bed. That's kind of how I play my videos. Just because it makes it simpler that way. The other countries, I can't fathom what time frame I'd have to upload to hit everybody, but I mean, on the bright side, 62. You're about a whole entire year late of coming up to us to hang out. So,
yeah.
just throwing that out there.
I'm fat now though.
And, I mean, I don't think your weight has anything to do with you coming up to hang out.
200 pounds. I'll come up there. I don't care. After I go to Vegas.
Yeah. I don't know if you're Ice Poseidon or not, but I don't think it's how it works.
I'm going to Vegas May 11th through 17th.
So we'll
After I get done with that.
July.
I'm going for the Ryan fight.
Say what?
You're not going to go for the Ryan fight?
No, I'm going to see System of a Down with my brothers.
Oh, based.
I get to see System of a Down, but I'm going to the Blue Ridge Rock Fest.
You're coming down to me?
No, it's in Virginia.
Oh, well, there's Blue Ridge in Georgia too, I guess.
Yeah, Blue Ridge Rock Fest is like the second week of September here. There's like 140 something different artists, 160. I don't know how many there are.
I live like 30 minutes away from Blue Ridge, Georgia.
I think it's only called Blue Ridge because it's off the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, probably.
But it's going to be really fucking fun. But, so if you're busy in May, then I guess June or July works out.
I'm busy for 1 full week in May, and then I guess I would have to take at least a day or 2 off. But, most part free. We'll see what's up.
And you're only like 2 hours away, so it's not like
That's
it's a
not a great
big
drive.
inconvenience. And Senor Kenny's got the mega penthouse that he lives in now, so he owns the whole building.
You said what?
I'm moving at the end of May, so.
You're moving.
Yeah, I told you. I literally told you I'm moving to a townhouse.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Right now, he owns the mega
I haven't
penthouse.
seen the fucking townhouse yet, though.
I'm moving. I looked at one Monday, so I saw the floor plan of it. But the one that I want is not going to be ready till June 15th at the latest.
Yeah, so the end of June, you're coming down. It's crazy how that works.
I call this motherfucker's brand new toilet.
Oh, I got 2 of them, so. Shit away. Take you for a ride in the tow truck.
I need to buy some shit for the 66.
For what?
Some
No.
road doesn't run.
Yeah, I gotta. It runs. It just
Another butt thing.
yeah. It just doesn't have a. The only thing I need to order for the 66 to continuously run is a upper exhaust manifold. I need an exhaust, which is like $100, and then I need to order the gas pedal linkage, which is like $15, and then I need to order a coil, which is like $50. So I'm looking at about $200 everything, and it'll be running and driving. I have the floor pans to go in it, interior, exterior, something about crocodile, alligator, I don't know. And then it's pretty much ready. $500 in a paint job, and it's solid. I just haven't done it yet, because I'm lazy. Why does the music quit?
It's not so much lazy. It's just like working after you just got done working. You know, no one wants to do that shit.
Sure.
If you work 8 to 10 hours every single day, the last thing you want to do is go home and fucking work another 2 hours.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I already do that normally anyway, so it's not like it makes a big difference, but at the same time, it makes a big difference.
God, where the hell is this mystery box? There it goes. What a joke.
That's it, boys. Fireball is gone.
I'm done.
The tiny amount we had.
What is that? Oh, that's just fireball. Your stream's like late.
It's 30 seconds. Which I'll probably end it here in just a few minutes. But folk.
just a weird as fucking map. I guess it's, I don't know, it's its own, like, genre. Holy fuck.
It's Toto style.
It's fucking diabolical, mate. Did you just turn the power on?
Look at that.
He's cheating. He's cheating, mate. Just typing in cheat codes.
True. I think I got everything.
It's not how the game devs meant it to be played. I'm surprised it still has that jump. Like, they fixed that World at War, like, jump glitch right away. You're not going to get the 2 times the money?
It'll be there forever. I'm gonna wait until the
Oh,
next round.
it's like a, okay.
Yeah, it's a reward.
Oh, that makes sense. It all makes sense now.
So now I would buy it. Or
I wouldn't even use it. So you actually have zombies coming around when you're trying to get the fucking random weapon box or some shit. Or upgrade a weapon. I don't know if it says back a bunch.
Yeah, it does. It's a pain in the ass to get to. Like, I can probably carry a couple people, but it's really hard.
Black Ops 4, I don't care, had some of the best zombie maps. Just fun.
You know, you would get nailed to the cross if you said that in a public setting.
Well, good thing everything's still kind of public.
They'd be hating. But they had some really good Black Ops, or zombies maps. Motherfuckers living off nostalgia.
Literally tell them.
Which game you talking about? Nostalgia?
I'm saying Black Ops 4 had some actual, like, really good zombies maps. And, like, a lot of people would disagree. They would be like, oh, you fucking, that's the worst one. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's got some really
Four
good-
wasn't terrible. I just didn't like the gameplay.
On Black Ops 4 or 3?
4.
You had 4?
Yeah, I played it overseas. I didn't have it. I'm a poor white man.
It was out overseas.
And 4 was out in 18, wasn't it?
Maybe it was.
I'd have to look. I'm about. They had everything in the USOs, man. I'm telling you.
We gotta get on my fucking Blizzard account to even see. Oh, there's Black
Oh no, it was 2022. I haven't. No, it was Borderlands. Anyway.
Google is like not showing me what maps for zombies Black Ops 4 had. Stupid.
Yeah, October 12th, 2018. Yeah, I played that shit overseas. I thought I did. I wasn't sure, but yeah, October 12th. Yeah, the game itself ran great. I'm not knocking the way the game ran, by no means.
I mean, all Call of Duty games run great.
Yeah, I mean they all have their whatevers, but I just didn't. Maybe I just didn't like it because I didn't have time to learn the game style of the maps.
The arena map, 9,
Yeah.
that is a fucking legendary map. That map is fantastic.
I just feel like I didn't have time. I mean, I was in a fucking desert. I just feel like I didn't have time to play the maps, so I might be just downgrading them because of that. But
Nine
over
really
in Kuwait, when we were coming home, just before we came home, they have these. They're mostly like made for like USOs. They have these payphones and shit on the inside where you can call your family and shit. But next to the payphones, they have PCs. They have PS4s, PS5, or I'm assuming now PS5s. PS3, PS2, PS1. They have GameCube. They have all these game systems overseas to where whatever column you want to go into, it's a little cubicle. You can play whatever game you want.
Oh yeah. I've seen a bunch of stuff like that at military bases.
So, because you can't necessarily, you can buy whatever you want, but you might not have the fucking hookups for this shit. So, essentially, they give you the opportunity to have that, and they pay for most of it. So, we played a lot of Black Ops 3, and then when Black Ops 4 released, because everybody had fucking Black Ops 3 at the time, especially whenever we were in northern Iraq, and these hype kids, these hype beasts, brought their fucking Alienware PC laptops. Everybody linked their shit to it so we could play. And then once we got done playing, whatever, we come back down to Kuwait. And once we got back down to Kuwait, they had these little bunkers and shit that you could play in. They were pretty dope for the last month or so we were in Kuwait. We weren't in Kuwait the long haul, and the last month we moved up to a place called Erfjan, but it was alright. Can't complain. I'm just saying Air Force has it a lot better than we do. Leaving Iraq, coming to Kuwait for a few weeks, and then going up to Erfjan with full-ass fucking strip malls, fucking restaurants and shit. That shit was traumatizing.
Out of all of my friends, everyone says, the Air Force people are like, oh, it's not that great. The Marine people, they're like, Marine or death, honestly. The Army people are like, oh, you need to join the Air Force.
If I was to re-enlist...
The Navy people are like, this is actually the best branch to enlist.
I was about to exactly say the same shit. If I was to re-enlist right now, or if I was to be me a decade ago, I would go Navy. 100%.
The Navy people are like, this is the best one to enlist.
It's the best.
Somehow it's got the most money.
It's the best for the adventurous people. If you're wanting to venture out, see different ports, and see shit, and do stuff, Navy is the best way to go. And if I'd have thought about it that way when I was a kid, I would have went Navy. 100%. But Kenny can tell you, I just needed the fastest way out of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Navy is kind of picky too, just like the Air Force is picky.
Oh, I had the ASVAB scores. I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about that. But it was...
Well, the Air Force, they won't accept you based on your body fat percentage, everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of... Most of your
Navy,
military...
If you've got bad acne, Navy won't accept you. There's a lot
most...
of,
most of your military units won't accept you on your body fat percentage. They won't accept you because... So, yeah, you may feel like you're in a great fit, right? But if you're 6 foot like me, and say you're 200 pounds, you're obese, according to the military. So you have to be
fucking fat right now. I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds.
You have to be taped. You have to be weighed. You have to be everything to be even barely pass.
Yeah.
So they take a lot of that into consideration. They damn near almost want you to be you're height, weight, and anorexic.
Yeah, they do. My buddy who joined the Air Force, he was
I couldn't do Air Force because I was too tall.
He had to get mega skinny to join.
And I was too tall for what I wanted to do in the Air Force because I wanted to fucking fly shit. So there's no point in me even trying to go fly shit if I'm too tall. There's a very small window. If you're too tall, you're too much. If you're too short, you're too little.
Well, there's tons of jobs. I mean, he was the Air Force electrical engineer.
Oh, I just wanted to fly. I wanted to fly shit.
Yeah, that's honestly probably the best thing you could ever fucking do is join the Air Force and become a pilot. Because pilots,
especially nowadays, because everything is aviation electronics.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would have to say about aviation electronics is having to be the person to pull the trigger from a whole ass fucking continent away on somebody you're not sure if is the right person to pull the trigger on.
I'm just talking like later down the road. If you become a pilot in the military, like you're really good later down the road.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Delta will hire you right off the rip, make it bank.
Yeah, any airliner is gonna hire you off gate.
Yeah, making sick money. Like, oh,
And that's the thing. Like when I got hired on at Walmart, I didn't add the military to my resume.
for reasons.
I obviously don't fucking add that shit. But
Trying to eat drug.
when they ask questions and it comes up,
Why would you
Walmart
add that? Doesn't make
Walmart
sense.
actually gives you $1 extra on the hour for military compared to everybody else. I didn't mention that I had a associate's degree. You mentioned
think,
your degree, they
And
pay
a lot
you
of
more.
other places actually get a tax like right off whenever they hire a lot of veterans.
Oh yeah, for sure they have to. Because if you think about it, a few years ago,
You get
probably
tax right off hiring convicts.
probably
They get
closer to a
tax right off hiring
decade,
veterans.
everybody was like, "Oh, we hire felons, we hire this, we hire that,"
Yeah.
and then shortly after, now it's all of a sudden we hire veterans, we hire EMTs, we hire ex-police officers, we hire this and that. Like, it's just so stupid. It's literally a money game. It's a grab game. But it took me a while to understand and learn the fact that fuck them. If they're gonna deploy me from what I'm worth because of what I've done, then I'm gonna milk it. You're gonna pay me what I'm worth. But on the other side, guys, I'm getting ready to do my outro and shit. It was good hanging out, chatting, and talking to you guys. Thank y'all for coming in and chatting in the chat stream. Very, very, very few people are allowed in the stream chat, so it was really good that Kenny and 6ix9ine come out and hung out. I appreciate you guys. 6ix9ine doesn't do anything as far as streaming goes, but Kenny does on all platforms at the Kenny 3D. So,
Debatable.
and you know he talks about streaming every day, but one of these days he's actually
I
gonna do
thought
it.
he was going to be streaming on Kick, if I'm not wrong.
My man's decided not to, I guess. Yeah.
You said what?
I had it all fucked up.
Kick is not as good as a lot of people think it is.
I don't know. Not a big online guy.
But overall, it's a growing community. Kick is learning. They're doing their whole thing of expanding and all this other shit. So, I feel like eventually they'll be great. But at the moment, they're bottom tier. But they're gonna keep growing. So, but till then, guys, y'all are amazing. I'm gonna do my outro and shit. Y'all have a fun night. I'll see you guys later. But yeah, that was Kenny and 6ix9ine, guys. Kenny is the one you guys know as the Kenny 3D, and he comes on, chats all the time, and hangs out, and he's a big moderator for the channel. So if any of that happens or goes down, He's the one to control it. But other than that, we're coming down to the end here, and you guys are absolutely amazing. So if you don't remember, till later, next until always, I'm Justin. Welcome to the tavern, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Y'all are absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for tomorrow's review. I've been looking at this can every single day since Monday, Tuesday, so it's been a big staple point for me. So till then, guys, I can't wait to see you guys there tomorrow. Another brand new review, brand new short, and I'll see you guys again on Miller Monday. But till then, you have a blessed weekend. Have a safe weekend. Don't do anything crazy. And if you do, name it after me. I'll see you guys next time. You know what to fucking do.